Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Okay, I have to watch The Real Housewives Reunion Part 2 again. I didn't get anything out of it the first time I watched it. I don't know if it's because I had something going on or if it was just boring. But I think it was just boring. I know we opened with Marlo's sob story, and if you weren't giving your boys, well, your Neff sons, the same blues that you've been given, we might have more respect. It might make us drop a tear, in the words of James Caldwell. But it's hard for me to find a fart for your family follies. But we gotta watch the reunion part 2 together, because when I say I didn't get shit out of it. Was it just me or was it nothing? Was it less than nothing? Because I'm used to part 2s not being the best, but this was something new. I feel like I could watch TikTok while I watch this. This is one of those ain't nothing going on but the rent episodes. Cause there ain't nothing going on but the rent. Shit, I'm about to watch Hocus Pocus and review that. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Cause I ain't reviewed Hocus Pocus yet, and we may as well get started on spooky season. What? Real Housewives of Salt Lake City starts tonight? Okay, well, we are going to start with the first 6 minutes of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which premieres tonight. Girl, everybody got these sound bath things in their house, but I would want one automatic and, that I could whirl around, because I fall asleep to that. But I like this sweater Whitney has on. God! Lisa is still in this artless, plantless, rugless Airbnb. Who lives there? There is clearly no furniture. None. No home decor whatsoever. And if your house ain't got no flavor, what's your tequila tasting like? So Meredith Two-Faced Butt gonna meet with Jen. Why? We'll get to that in a minute. I love how we rolled back to Jen calling Twink Marks a sissy bitch. And why does Twink Marks have a show on Bravo? Why? He has less flavor than Lisa's house. So Jen asks Meredith what she thinks about Lisa's tirade while they chill in the hot tub. Oh God, Jen and these lies. I've been going through so much and my trial starts. No, it doesn't, because you're gonna plead guilty because you know you did it and you admit it. She wants to throw a birthday party for Coach Shaw. You should throw him a restitution reception so that way his retirement is safe. That's what you should do. A restitution reception where everybody put 5 on it. Across town, Lisa meets with Heather. Oh God. Heather. Okay, let's start with this reunion look. I like the white blazer. I do, but this pearl beaded shirt, I know you're trying to be daring and sexy, but all it's doing is drawing attention to that crone-like neck. And you're still a pushover. Lisa piece of shit Barlow calls you and says, I need you, and you come a-running? Really? For what? You know all this heifer does is scheme and lie. I mean, when she called you and said she needed you, how did you even know which one of her faces you were speaking to? The heifer is a dodecahedron. Why do you want to do something of value for Lisa so she won't hate you as much? Why do you care about this heifer's opinion? Her hair follicles clearly don't, which is why she uses that cheap dye. Her husband don't, because that's why they're living in that cheap house. But go ahead, heifer. Go ahead. So Lisa needs some help with Meredith.
But Meredith is not going to engage with you after what you pulled last season. I mean, she has re-engaged with Jen Shaw, who called Twink Marks a sissy bitch, which he is, but she is not going to engage with you.
Heather said, well, you got to make it right. You came for her family.
And you know you do not come for her family.
Aha! Heather said, honey, you said it and you said it with your chest. That's how you feel. Okay, Heather, I see a vertebrae. Not a backbone, but a vertebrae. Jen gonna say Meredith needs to monetize Lisa's read. No, I think Meredith wants to forget it. But her husband been looking good, though. I see why she went back. Meredith said, I might have to say something about the heifer. But that's where the 6 minutes in, and it looks like it's going to be a good season. Meredith, I like this pink dress you have. But Meredith tells page 6 that Jen and I are still speaking, and more than ever, I think she probably needs some support from people around her. This is why I always film in pants, because you never know when the phone could fall and somebody might see your ball. But Heifer, you need help with the plot line. You see, this lets Jen be the focus, but you still have lots of camera time. And we ain't talking about your merge. And we're not talking about the rumors of last year. So this is securing season 5 and, what are we on, season 3? Season 4 and season 5 for you. I see you, Heifer. I know you for your works and your deeds, but not your overpriced jewelry. It's a little too delicate for my taste. I like thick, chunky pieces. However, in Twink Marks news, they gave this fool a show, Growing Up Reality with Brooke Marks. Initially garnered from his support on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I told you, I said it from day one. They were trotting him out to make him a brand. I've been saying it. Go back to my season 1 reviews. I saw it coming. I said they are breeding him for Bravo. They are grooming him for his own microphone. I knew it. I knew it. I said it. You heard it here first. I didn't just call it. I dialed direct. Person-to-person call, Murray Hill 408. Murray Hill 408. He sits down with fellow offspring of reality TV stars like Gia Giudice and Riley Burris to discuss what it's like having parents on TV. Girl. I mean, they will make a job for a white man. They will create one out of nothing. But go ahead, girl, go ahead. I have to say, you go to his website, he got his little pride tracksuits. He got more to sell than Sheree. And the prices are better. Not much better, but better. Ooh, and look at all it takes. Amex, Apple Pay, Discover, Meta, Google. Child. Sheree website, you gotta clack that credit card machine. Gwyneth Paltrow birth chart. How the Goop founder built a $200 million fortune. Now let's see, this article is probably, almost 1,000 words. We can sum it up in less than that. Your mother is Blythe Danner. Your father was rich too. You're white and thin. You were okay looking. You had industry connections and no debt concerns. With your familial built-in fan base, it was easy to find a market. You also pander to rich white women who can afford your nonsense. I don't know how many words that was, but it took you less time than to read the article. I could do that for a lot of articles. I might have to start that as a segment. She okay looking. When she was younger, she was okay looking. I ain't gonna say she was the ugliest woman in the world. I'll give her that. She gave blonde. I've seen blonde done better, but she didn't do it as horribly as possible. I mean, she didn't give us a Jane Mansfield blonde. She didn't give us a Marilyn Monroe blonde. She's, not a pinup girl. Hell, Reese Witherspoon did blonde better. But, Gwyneth is a C student. But even a C student can, slip in and do something okay. I saw her in something where she wasn't bad. What was it? She did good in one movie. She did good in one. She's no Toni Collette. And in other out-of-touch white people news, Alan Cumming wants to save the chimpanzees of Hollywood. Now, Al, you are old, sissy. There's so much you could be doing for the youth, but you want to worry about chimpanzees that are already on their way out because this new generation ain't getting them. They leaving them in the sanctuary. But you want to have your own version of Tiger Kings rather than helping the gay youth. Okay, sissy. Okay. It's good to know what's on your priorities list. He's going to hold the door open for the chimpanzees. In other honky news, Queen Elizabeth encouraged Meghan Markle to make up with her father. Why are people always doing that? If I don't mess with somebody and I let you know, I don't mess with them for a reason. You don't need no explanation. You just need to nod your head in agreement. Now, if you want to mess with them, baby, that's your business. I ain't telling you what to do, but don't tell me what to do. Don't encourage a you. I'm not Simone. You ain't gonna beat me back into my dead-ass marriage with Cecil. I ain't doing it. I remember Kids Force, and I'll never forget it. That's your father. Girl, please. And he wasn't shit then, and he ain't shit now. Oh, we have another segment in This Article Doesn't Need to Be That Long. Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost reveal how they came up with their son Cosmo's name. He will never have to apply for a job in a traditional sense. See, I don't know how many words was that. See, all these words, all this scrolling, didn't nobody need that. We didn't need 3 pictures. We done looked at your ass enough. I'll tell you why you named your baby Cosmo, because you done played every race that you ain't, so you said, you know what, let's go after the aliens for this one. Let's go after the aliens. Your misappropriation, that's why. That's why. See, don't make people think about it. It's 2022, and James Cameron's Avatar is still #1 at the worldwide box office. I ain't never seen it, and I ain't gonna see the second one. Wait, is it still out at the movies? It's been 13 years, you can still go to a theater to see it? Who's going to movies? I swear, I just want to get a little 3-bedroom house so I can have my room, a little recording room / theater. I'm gonna have a little projector and some good seats and a popcorn maker. I ain't sitting around nasty people no more. Movie theaters got bed bugs. They got people with the pew-pews. People be farting in the seats. People be nasty. Nobody washing their legs. People coming in with flip-flops and then crossing their feet in the seat. No. 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 I can see it at home. Alleged anal beads chest cheater gets called out on Twitter. He was accused of having vibrating anal beads to inform him of winning moves. What? I guess instead of his nook and cranny, it was a rook and cranny. Wow. I could see that throwing you off your game, though, especially if the playing gets kind of fast. How did they know they were in there? It must have been his expression. Like of all the things that you would think of, just to go to, it must be anal. Although the guy that's accusing him of cheating is gay. So maybe, game recognized game. He's like, I know that face. And also sissy squeal. So I could see someone snitching. If you could have done that with lines, there would have been an actor. Well, those were today's hot topics, but I'm going to see you soon, once I find enough farts for the Real Housewives of Atlanta Pod 3. Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.